Hi, hello everyone. So welcome to my channel FR Infinite Maths. So myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss few more questions which are useful for NTSE, related to the topic statistics. So already we have made two videos related to this topic. So if you haven't gone through those videos, so please go through those videos in my channel, right? So let us continue from question number 41. So till question number 40 we have in our previous videos, so please watch them, right? See question number 41. The shape of a pie chart is, so already we know about a pie chart. So pie chart means it is made up of a circle, and so all the regions we are going to have divided into pies, so which are nothing but we call it as sectors, right? The shape of a pie chart is consists of sectors, right? So a pie chart always consists of sectors. Next, histogram consists of, so histogram consists of rectangles. So already in your 8th classes you might have seen, so histogram means you will be drawing x-axis and y-axis, and for histograms you will be drawing rectangular bars. So these kind of things you can see in the graph of cricket, right? So histogram consists of rectangles, whereas pie charts consist of sectors, right? Next, moving on to question number 43. So if A is the first term and R is a common ratio of a GP, so GP means geometric progression here, right? So A is first term and R is the common ratio of a geometric progression, then the arithmetic mean of the first n terms is, so is asking you to find out the arithmetic mean of this particular thing. So what is arithmetic mean? So arithmetic mean is nothing but sum of terms by, so sum of observations by number of observations. So this is nothing but the formula which we are using here. Now here what is sum of observations? So sum of observations is nothing but sum of n terms of geometric progression. So sum of n terms of geometric progression divided by, so number of observations are n. So already we know sum of n terms of GP. So Sn is given by A into, so here based on the value of R. So if R is greater than 1, so you will be simply writing R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. So this is for R greater than 1. The same way Sn formula we can write as 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R. So this is possible for R less than 1. So that is nothing but mod R less than 1, right? So you can use any of these formulas because he did not mention the value of R. So clearly on substituting the value, so Sn is nothing but A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1 divided by n by 1. Now this I can write it as A into R power n minus 1 by n into 1, so R minus 1. So you can take it as this as the answer, A into R power n minus 1 by n into R minus 1. So in option 1 we are having n here. That means, so this I can write as A into 1 minus R power n by n into 1 minus R. So when I multiply with minus 1 in both numerator and denominator, or by using this particular condition, so we are going to get this answer. So option 1 is my answer here, right? Next, moving on to question number 44. The AM of 10 consecutive numbers starting with x plus 1. So you need to find out the arithmetic mean. Already we know arithmetic mean is nothing but given by sum of observations by number of observations. So here we need to consider 10 consecutive numbers starting from x plus 1. Now let us consider those 10 terms. So what are those 10 terms? So first term is x plus 1. Its consecutive will be obtained by adding 1 to it. That means it is x plus 2. Next is x plus 3. So likewise if we move on, then the last term will be x plus 10 because the counting started from 1. Okay. So x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3 and so on, x plus 10. So these are the 10 consecutive numbers starting from x plus 1. Now if you want to find the sum of, arithmetic mean. So to find that, so first of all we need to find out sum of this. So sum is given by x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 plus and so on plus x plus 10. So if you clearly observe how many x we have, since the numbers are from 1 to 10, clearly we can have 10 times of x plus here if you observe 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on 10. So clearly this is sum of first 10 natural numbers, right? So sum of first 10 natural numbers is given by 10 into 10 plus 1 divided by 2. Now when you cancel this 10 in 2 table, so it goes 5 times. So clearly this is 10x plus 55. So this is nothing but my sum, right? But what did I have asked to find? AM. So arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is given by sum of observations by number of observations. So sum of observations is 10x plus 55 divided by number of observations are totally 10. So when you divide with 10, so this gives me x plus. So 10 in 10 goes one time, and 5.5 divided by 10 gives me, 55 by 10 gives me 5.5. Hence the answer is, so what is the answer? X plus 5.5. So this is nothing but my arithmetic mean of the given observations. Next, moving on to question number 45. So these model type of questions will also be asked, right? So what he has given, the arithmetic mean of p comma 1 by p is q. The arithmetic mean of p comma 1 by p is q. So from this what I can say? AM is equal to sum of observations by number of observations. When I substitute the values, so what is the arithmetic mean given? Arithmetic mean is given as q. So q is equal to sum of observations. What are the observations? P and 1 by p. So p plus 1 by p by number of observations is 2. Now when I do cross multiplication, 2 times of q is 2q is equal to, here p plus 1 by p. When I take LCM, p will be my LCM, then I am going to have p square plus 1. So 2q is equal to p square plus 1 by p. Now what did he ask? Then the mean of p cube comma 1 by p cube. So we need to find out this particular value. So before going to that, so instead of writing in this particular way, so we can make it directly, keep it as p plus 1 by p. Okay, p plus 1 by p. Next, moving on to find out the mean. So mean of these particular things. So mean of p cube comma 1 by p cube. So which can be written as sum of observations means p cube plus 1 by p cube divided by 2, which is equal to p cube plus 1 by p cube. I can write it as p plus 1 by p whole cube minus 3 times of, already we know a cube plus b cube can be written as a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So this is nothing but the formula which we are going to use here. Okay, so p cube plus 1 by p cube can be written as, so p plus 1 by p whole cube minus 3 times of p into 1 by p into p plus 1 by p whole divided by 2. Now already we know p plus 1 by p value is 2 times of q. When I substitute here 2 times of q whole cube minus 3 times of p and 1 by p gets cancelled, this value is 1 into p plus 1 by p, again it is 2 times of q divided by 2. So 2 times of q whole cube is nothing but 8 times of q cube minus 3 times of 2 is 6q divided by 2. So when I take 2 as common in the numerator and cancel, so this gives me 4 times of q cube minus 3 times of q. It is 3 times of q. So where is the option? So 4q cube minus 3q. It is option number 4. Right? I hope you have understood, right? So this is nothing but the formula which I have used here. A cube plus b cube can be written as a plus b whole cube minus 3 times of ab into a plus b. Okay? Next, moving on to question number 46. See here. If in the distribution delta 1 is equal to 6, delta 2 is equal to 4, C is equal to 10, L is equal to 25, then the mode is. Okay. Now already we know the formula of mode. So mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So this is nothing but the formula which you have learnt in your 10th classes, right? In some other textbooks, so that is the previous textbooks, so the notation is somewhat different. So the notation looks like this. Here this F1 minus F0. So this is F1 minus F0, and this 2F1 I can write it as F1 plus F1. So one F1 I will be giving to F0 and another F1 I am giving to F2 into H. So this particular H can be written as C also. Here height or class length, so both are same. Now if you observe this particular denominator in the previous books, so they have represented this particular thing likewise. So F1 minus F0 they have represented as delta 1. Here also F1 minus F0 is delta 1 plus F1 minus F2 is delta 2. So this is the representation in some textbooks. In our present textbook, so we are having this particular formula. This is nothing but the representation. In the previous book, so we have this particular representation. So both gives the same, right? So directly substituting the value. So what is L here? So L is 25 plus delta 1. So what is delta 1? 6 by 6 plus 4 into what is C? C is 10. So 6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 and 10 gets cancelled. Clearly 25 plus 6, which gives me 31. Hence the answer is 31. So remember this formula also. Okay. So this is one more formula. So one more form of that particular formula which you have learned in your 10th classes. Next, moving on to question number 47. The width of the rectangle in histogram represents the width. So in an histogram the width will be constant. So if width is constant, that means in our problems we are considering the class intervals as a specific length. So that's why the class interval represents the width of the histogram, right? Next, moving on to next question. The average of A plus B items is A minus B. Average of A plus B items is A minus B. Then the sum of the items. So already we know average is equal to, which is nothing but mean is equal to sum of observations by number of observations. So from this I need sum of observations, right? So sum of observations I can write it as mean into number of observations. So directly what is mean here? So mean is A minus B into number of observations is A plus B. Clearly if you observe A minus B into A plus B, it is nothing but an identity. A minus B into A plus B can be written as A square minus B square. Hence the answer is A square minus B square. Next, moving on to question number 49. The data having two modes is called. The data having two modes is called bimodal data. Unimodal means it has only one mode. So if you are having only one mode for the given data, we call it as unimodal data. So bimodal means it contains two modes, and trimodal data means it contains three modes, right? So mode does not exist means so there is no repetition, or the frequency of the observations is 0, right? Next, moving on to question number 50. The AM of all primes between 30 and 50 is. So first of all we need to know what are the prime numbers that lie in between 30 and 50, right? So let us see the prime numbers: 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. So these are the 5 prime numbers that lie in between 30 and 50, right? Now let us see the arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is given by sum of observations by number of observations. So sum of observations means 31 plus 37 plus 41 plus 43 plus 47 all divided by 5. Now on simplification, so 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 1 11, 11 plus 7 18, 19. So we are going to have 9 here. So 1 will be carried. So 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 6 18 plus 1 19. So 19 divided by 5. So in 5 table, so 5 3s are 15. Next 49 is left, right? So 49 means, so 9 times 45 point. Next I will be left with 4, so 39.8 is my answer. Hence the arithmetic mean of all primes between 30 and 50 is 39.8, right? So if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel and watch the video till the end, right? So please share with your friends. If you like the video, so please give a like to the video, right? So for this type of questions, so we need to have the knowledge of prime numbers. Okay, so minimum you should know the primes from 1 to 100. Okay, next moving on to question number 51. If a comma b comma c comma d or e are 5 consecutive odd natural numbers, then their average is a, b, c, d, e are 5 consecutive odd natural numbers, then their average is. Now let us see this. So what about 2 consecutive odd natural numbers? If one particular odd number, if I consider 3, then its consecutive odd natural number will be obtained by adding 2 to this particular given number, right? That means the next consecutive odd natural number is 5. Likewise here also, what are the given numbers? A, B, C, D, E. So these all are nothing but the 5 consecutive odd natural numbers. Now if I want B, if I start with A, so if A is my first natural number, then B is obtained by adding 2 to A. This becomes A plus 2. The same way, if I want C, then directly what I can do? I can add 2 times of 2, that is nothing but 4. The same way, if I add plus 2, then I am going to get the next odd natural numbers. So these all are nothing but my 5 consecutive odd natural numbers. So B I can write as A plus 2, C I can write as A plus 4, D as A plus 6 and E as A plus 8. In the reverse order also we can come. If I consider E as the last odd natural number, then by subtracting 2 from each one we are going to get all these things. Now what did he ask? He asked you to find out the average. So from this, average is given by sum of observations by number of observations. So what is sum of observations? A plus 2 plus A plus 4 plus A plus 6 plus A plus 8 divided by 5. Now how many A's are there? We are having 5 A's plus adding the values. So 2 plus 8, 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20 divided by 5. If I take 5 as common in the numerator, I am going to have A plus 4. So A plus 4 into 5 divided by 5. So this 5 gets cancelled. Hence the answer is A plus 4. So answer is A plus 4. Next moving on to question number 52. So if you observe this, so this is a pie chart. So pie chart is given. So based on this, a question is asked. The given pie chart gives the marks secured in an examination by a student in English, Hindi, Science and Technology, Social Science and Mathematics. If the total marks obtained by the student were 540, so total marks are given. The subject in which the student scored 105 marks is. So is asking you in which subject he got 105 marks. Right. So while solving the pie chart, so pie chart is related to the angles. Right. So to find out that what we are going to do, here already he has given the total marks are 540 and the marks obtained are 105. Now already we know to find out the angle, we are going to have theta by 360 into total marks is equal to 105. That gives me my angle here. So if I want to find this angle, so angle by total angle is 360 into total marks is equal to 105. So from this, what I can do, so in 18 table, so I can cancel out 0 0 here. In 18 table, so 18 2's, this is 18 3's. Now finally from this theta is equal to 105 into this 3 by 2, I can transpose it as 2 by 3. Again in 3 table, if I cancel it out, so 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15. So here theta is equal to 70 degrees. So from the options which is giving 70 degrees, so 70 degrees is nothing but belonging to Hindi. That means in Hindi he got 105 marks. So clearly the answer is Hindi. Likewise you can find out for the remaining subjects. Okay, so the marks obtained in the remaining subjects also we can obtain in the same way. Okay, next moving on to question number 53. See, here a bar graph is given. A bar graph is given. So using this information we need to answer these questions. Okay, so on x-axis we are having the year, and on the y-axis we are having wheat import, so that too in 1000 tons. Okay, in 1971 3465 1000 tons, 1972 1811. So likewise we are having the data. So using the data we are going to answer these questions. In which year did the import register highest increase over its preceding year? So he is asking in which year it is more than its previous year. So clearly we can observe here that the graph is decreasing from 1971 to 1972, from 1972 to next 1975 it is increasing, after that again decreasing and increasing. Now if you observe what is the difference, so 1811 2433, so it is nearly 600, right? Next 2413 4203. So if you want you can check these two or these two. Okay, for that, for the first question, so what I can do, I can simply subtract. So 4203 minus 2413, so 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 minus 1 is 9, next 11 minus 4 is 7, next 3 minus 2 is 1, so 1790,000 tons. Whereas if I consider 7016 and 4203, so 6 minus 3 is 3, 1, 10 minus 2 is 8, next 6 minus 4 is 2. So here if you observe we are having 2813, so which is comparatively more. That means in which year we have more productivity? 1975. Hence the answer is 1975. Next, the import in 1976 was approximately how many times that of the year 1972? So is asking relation between 1976 and 1972. So how much in 1976? So in 1976 it is 5832 divided by 1972 it is 1811. So when I divide with 1811, so what I am going to get? So clearly 18 2s are 36, right? So 18 3s are 54. So it is crossing some 3 point something, right? So clearly without doing anything, so we can say that it is 3.22 times, right? Next, the increase in import in 1978 was what percent of import in 1977? The increase in import in 1978 was what percent of import in 1977? So he is talking about 78 and 77. Okay, what is the increase? So from 2000 to 2500. Okay, so what is the increase? So increase is 500 divided by, so what is the original one? So original one is 2000 into 100. So whenever you are asked to find increase in import, then what you should do, you need to take the difference of the values that will be in the numerator by with whom you are comparing. So 1978 is being compared with 1977. So 1977's import you need to write in the denominator into 100, since we need percentage, so into 100. So from this 2 zeros gets cancelled, here also 2 zeros gets cancelled, and one more 0. So 50 by 2, so 50 by 2 is 25. So the increase in import was 25% of the import in 1977. Okay, so answer is 25%. Answer is 25%. So likewise, so by using the data, whether it is given in pie chart or bar graph, so you need to utilize the data and answer the questions. Next, moving on to question number 54. See here, the average temperature of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was 42 degrees. The average temperature of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was 47 degrees. If the temperature on Tuesday was 43 degrees, then the temperature on Friday was. So question is somewhat logical. So simply what we can do, average means sum of observations by number of observations. Okay. So what is mean or average? So here we will be writing average. So average is equal to sum of observations by number of observations. So from this I am going to consider sum of observations. So sum of observations is equal to average into number of observations. Now first thing, so I am going to consider the sum of first 3 observations. So sum of observations is given by, so here sum means whose sum? Here it is Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday is equal to, what is its average? 42 into 3. So clearly, so 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. So Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday's temperature will add up to 126. The same way here also what we can say, so Wednesday plus Thursday plus Friday is equal to 47 into 3 using the same formula, which gives me 7 3s are 21. So 2 is carried, so 4 3 is 12, 14. Next, what he has given, Tuesday's temperature is 43. I can replace Tuesday's temperature here. From this what I can say, Wednesday plus Thursday is equal to 126 minus 43. So when I subtract 6 minus 3 is 3, 12 minus 4 is 8. So Wednesday plus Thursday's temperature is 83. Now already we know Wednesday plus Thursday here 83. So when I substitute this value, 83 plus Friday is equal to 141. So Friday's temperature is equal to 141 minus 83. So here 11 minus 3 is 8. Next, here it is 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. So clearly the Friday's temperature is 58 degrees. So one after the other we have substituted the value and we have finally found the temperature of Friday. Okay. So likewise, so once go through step by step, you will clearly understand it, right? Next, moving on to question number 55. The mean of 20 observations is 12.5. The mean of 20 observations is 12.5. By error, one of the observations was noted as minus 15 instead of plus 15. Then the corrected mean is. See here, so already there are 20 observations and their mean is given, right? So whenever you are having mean as well as the number of observations, directly you can go for sum of observations. So sum of observations is equal to mean into number of observations, so which gives me 20 into 12.5. So because of this 0, this decimal point can be removed. So 125 2s 250. So this is nothing but sum of observations. But here what happened? So an error has occurred and minus 15 was noted instead of plus 15, right? So for that what we should do? We need to correct the mean. So corrected mean means, so what we can do? The given sum, so from that sum we need to subtract the sum and we need to add the corrected one. So we need to subtract the wrong one and we need to add the correct one. So subtract the wrong one means, so minus of minus 15. So this gives me 250 plus 15 plus 15. So which is nothing but 280. Sorry, this is not corrected mean. So this is corrected sum. Sorry, this is corrected sum. So corrected sum is 280. So from this directly I can go with the corrected mean. So corrected mean is equal to corrected sum by number of observations. So what is number of observations? 20. So 0 0 gets cancelled. This directly gives me answer as 14. So the answer is 14 here. Next, moving on to question number 56. Now if you observe this, the mean weight of the class of 34 students is 46.5. If the weight of the teacher is included, the mean raised by 500 grams. So here you need to observe the mean is given in kgs and here the rise in mean is given in grams. So you need to convert it into kgs. Then the weight of the teacher is. So look at the question carefully. So already given number of students and the average. Then directly I can go with the sum. So sum is equal to mean into number of observations. So mean is 46.5 into 34. So what is the value? So 46.5 into 34. So when you multiply this, so what I am going to get? So 46.5 multiplied by 34. So 5 4s are 22 is carried. So 4 6 are 24. 26 again 2 is carried. So 4 4 16 plus 2 is 18. Next 3 5 are 15. So 1 is carried. 3 6 are 18 plus 1 19. So 4 3 is 12. 1 13. So from this what I am going to get? 6 plus 5 11. 18. So 1 is carried. So 3 plus 2 5. 1. So this gives me 1581. So sum of this is 1581. And after this what happened? If the weight of the teacher is included, then what I am going to consider? The weight of the teacher be some t. Let the weight of the teacher be some t. So weight of teacher is equal to some t. Then from this what I can say? From this what he has given? So new mean is increased by 500 grams. So 500 grams means half kg. It is nothing but half kg. Half kg is nothing but 0.5 kgs. Right. Then when teacher is added, then this number of observations is, so this number of observations will become one more. That is nothing but 35. So from that what I can say here? So sum is equal to number of observations is 35 because the teacher is being added here into. Now what is the average? So already previous average is 46.5. When teacher's weight is added, that means mean is increased by 0.5 kg. So if I add 0.5 kg to 46.5, it becomes 47. Now from this when I multiply, what I am going to get? So 47 multiplied by 35. 7 5s are 35. So 3 is carried. 4 5s are 20. 23. Next 3 7s are 21. 2 is carried. 4 3 is 12. 14. Now from this 5, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 2 6. So 1 6 4 5. So this is nothing but the sum when teacher's weight is added. So this is without teacher, this is with the teacher. Right. So if you want to find the weight of the teacher, so this weight of the teacher t is obtained by subtracting from sum with the teacher and without teacher. So 1645 minus 1581. So this gives me 5 minus 1 is 4, 14 minus 8 is 6. So it is nothing but 64 kg. So weight of the teacher is 64 kgs. Next moving on to question number 57. The average age of 5 teachers is 28 years. If one teacher is excluded, the mean gets reduced by 2 years, the age of the excluded teacher. So here age is excluded, right? So initially how many teachers are there? 5 teachers. Their sum will be, so sum of 5 teachers is equal to 28 into 5. So what is 28 into 5? So what I am going to get? 8 5s are 40. So 5 2s are 10. 140. So this is sum of 5 teachers. Next what happened? If one teacher is excluded. So if one teacher is excluded means totally how many teachers are there? 4. Then mean gets reduced by 2. Then what is the new mean? It is 26. So sum of 4 teachers is given by, so mean is reduced by 2. That means 28 minus 2 into, now the number of teachers are 4 only. So 28 minus 2 is 26 into 4. Now 6 4s are 24. 2 is carried. So 4 2s are 8 plus 2 10. Now if I want to find the excluded teacher, so age of excluded teacher is equal to, so age of excluded teacher is equal to, so from these 5 teachers, if I remove the age of 4 teachers, then I am going to get the answer. So what is that? It is 36 years. Hence the answer for this question is 36 years. Next, moving on to question number 58. If the number of boys and the number of girls in a class are 45% and 55% respectively, and it is represented in a pie chart, then the central angles of the portions representing boys and girls respectively. Boys and girls respectively, right? So boys is 45%, girls is 55%. So these are the things that are given. Now is asking you to find the central angles. So for central angles, so what do we know to find the central angles? So angles for boys is given by 45 by, so 45%. So 45 by 360 into 100, right? So 45 by 360 into 100. Then what I am going to get? So this 0 gets cancelled. Next, in 9 table 5 times, in 9 table 4 times. So this gives me 50 by 4. So here I need degrees, right? So this is for percentage, sorry. So for degrees I need, right? So since for degrees I need to write into 360 degrees, right? So what is the percent? 45%. So 45% means, so 45 by 100 now, right? So 45 by 100 into 360 degrees. Since I need to represent the degrees, so that 45%. So what is the meaning of 45%? So this 45% I can write as 45 by 100. 55% I can write as 55 by 100. Since I need degrees, so we need to consider it into 360 degrees, right? So from this 0 gets cancelled. Next, 45 into 36. So what is the value of 45 into 36? So 6 5 is 30. So 3 is carried. 6 4 is 24. 3 27. 3 5 is 15. 1 is carried. 3 4 is 12. 13. So from the 0, 7 plus 5 12. So 3 plus 3 6 1. So clearly 1620 divided by 10. So 0 gets cancelled. So this gives me 162 degrees. So 162 degrees means clearly here we are having only 2 sections. One is boys and the other one is girls. So to find out girls, what we can do directly? 360 degrees minus 162 degrees. So which gives me 198 degrees. Hence the answer is 162 degrees and 198 degrees. Right? So here you can clearly observe. So when percentages are given, so directly you can write it as the value divided by 100 into 360 degrees. So whenever you want angle, you need to make use of this formula. Okay. Whenever you need value, then what we can do? Theta by 360 into the total value. Theta by 360 into the total value. This gives me the value which I need. Okay. So these two formulas you need to remember related to the pie charts. Next, moving on to question number 59. The geometric mean of 4 5 6 7 4. Now if you observe this, so geometric mean, so you need to understand this particular concept. So whenever you are having two observations and you are asked to find out the geometric mean, for suppose if A and B are my two observations, then its geometric mean is given by square root of AB. When I am having three observations A, B, C, then its geometric mean is given by cube root of their product, cube root of A into B into C, right? The same way here, how many observations are there? Totally 5 observations. So if I want to find the geometric mean of these 5 observations, it gives me fifth root of 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 4. So this gives me fifth root of, if you observe all these things, so 4 I can write as 2 square, 4 I can write as 2 square, and from this 6 I can take 1 2. So this gives me 2 power 5 into, So 5 I can write as it is. Next, from this 6 already I have taken 2, so I am left with 3 and one more 7. So since 5, 3, 7 are prime numbers, we cannot split them. So directly I can take out 2, because 2 power 5 is there, no? I can take it out of fifth root. This gives me 2 into fifth root of 2 into fifth root of, so 5 into 3 into 7. So what is the value? 7 3 is 21, 21 5, it is nothing but 105. Hence the answer is 2 into fifth root of 105. So it is clearly option 3. Next, moving on to question number 60. The mean of 5 numbers is 18. If one number is excluded, then their mean is 16. Then the excluded number is. So already we have done a problem related to this. So simply what we can do? Excluded number. So excluded number is equal to, when you are having 5 numbers, their sum. So S5 minus S4, because one number is excluded, no? So S5 minus S4 we need to find. So S5 means, so 5 into 18 minus S4 means 4 into 16. So simply you can make use of this formula. 18 5s 90, 16 4s 64. Then when you subtract, you are going to get the answer as 26. Hence the answer is 26. So likewise we can find out the value, right? So in this particular manner also we can find out the excluded number or the included number. So when included number is given, then what you should do to find the included number? Simply you will be taking the sum of second one by so sum of second one minus sum of first one. Here when you are finding out the excluded one, sum of first one minus sum of second one. Okay, so we can make use of this particular formula to find out that particular excluded or included number, right? So thank you for watching the video. So in the next video we are going to have some more questions related to this topic. So stay connected with the channel. So thank you for watching the video.